Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm pretty much just going to be showing my deck list for the Kashtira deck that got me into Master Rank, and I've also been playing it in Duelist Cup to great success. I was able to go from pretty much 0 to level 7 last night in 2 hours or less with this deck. I think that's like... I went like 5-2 last night, and realistically the games I won, I was just a bit unlucky with the hands drawn. But this is the deck list that I'm playing here. I also showed it in the live stream, but it's pretty much exactly the same, except halfway through the stream I think I might have thrown in a flare metal for a combo that I'm probably going to show at the end of the video. I have 3 Maxi, 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 3 Planet Pathfinder to get to my field spell, 1 Tribute Lanius, and 1 Raider's Wing. I will explain that later. 3 Kashtira Rise Heart, 1 Kashtira Fenrir, 2 Kashtira Unicorn, 3 Kashtira Ogre. Just like with the 3 Rise Heart, I just really want to see a name with all the consistency hits in the Master Duel format, so playing the triple Ogre and the triple Rise Heart, and then I'm playing the 1 Scareclaw, and I'm also playing the 1 Tearlaments Kashtira, which can come up from time to time, so I like it as a one-of. I think it's pretty solid. Sometimes it just gets you there. 1 Rhoda, 1 Pot of Prosperity, triple Theosis, 1 Field Spell, triple Birth, 1 the Phantom Knight's Rank Up Magic. This I will explain along with the Raid Raptors. 2 Call by the Grave and 1 Crossout Designator. This version of the deck, you kind of really need your combo to go through because it wins the game. So I'm trying to block as many hand traps as possible. And then I'm playing 3 Infinite Impermanence, 1 Big Bang, and 1 Preparations for the Ogre. But when it comes to Crossout, I'm not playing Droll or Nibiru or anything. I'm only playing the most popular hand traps, Max C, Ash, and Imperm. And then I'm not playing Shifter because I need my graveyard for Raider's Wing to resolve. So yeah, just the combo is very important here because you are able to turn skip your opponent with Kali Yuga. So it's kind of what I'm going for, is sort of a pseudo FTK, and I need to protect all my plays. But in the extra deck, I have the 1 Baron to Floor, which also helps you protect your plays. So let's just say you open like Unicorn, Ash Blossom, and then Birth. You can just hard make Baron and then Birth back your Unicorn, and full combo under the protection of Baron. So Baron to Floor, Evil Swarm Nightmare. This card comes up in situations where you hard draw the Phantom Knight's Rank Up Magic. This gives you a dark rank 4 that you can make instead of Raider's Knight if you hard draw that card. And we got the 1 Raider's Knight, 1 Arc Rebellion for OTK plays through the Raider's Knight, 1 Brave Strix, this is one of the combo facilitators, 1 number 11 Big Eye, 1 Flare Metal. I put this guy in halfway through the Duelist Cup stream last night because I realized that if you open on 1 single Kashtira Unicorn, you can still do the combo, and then on your follow-up, you can pretty much win the game if you have the Flare Metal in your extra deck, and that's going to be the combo I show at the end of the video, so stick around for that. 1 Arsenal Falcon, this is pretty much the card that makes the Kali Yuga possible, but we'll get into that. The 1 Dark Arm, standard Kashtira stuff. Only 1 Shangri-Ira, so because I'm doing the Kali Yuga play, I'm almost never going for the zone lock plays where you can get up to 5 zones that you need 2 Shangri-Ira for. And it's honestly kind of a rarity for me to make this card, but I do still need it and appreciate it at 1 in the extra deck. And then only 1 Arise Heart, mostly for space reasons. There is a singular niche scenario where you do need 2. In the Kashtira mirror, if they use their Shangri-Ira, you can pretty much summon this over any guy, ram it into it, and then make a Zeus. and clear their board, and then you might want to make another Arise Heart on like during your follow-up or after you Zeus them. Now personally I don't make this card hardly ever in my games because of the Kali Yuga, but in that scenario where I would need two, I think the idea would be to, if I had the stuff to make Arise Heart, I also had the stuff to make Arsenal Falcon, and I would just go for Arsenal Falcon post Zeus and try to Kali Yuga them out of the game anyway. So don't get me wrong, this is a very good, very powerful card, and in a pure setting you should be playing 2 or 3 of it, but this deck just hardly ever makes it, and when it does, there are only niche scenarios where you need to, so I think it's fine to get away with one. But if you ever find yourself like really needing to, the cards to cut are either Evil Swarm Nightmare, because that pretty much requires you hard drawing Phantom Knights rank up magic to make. Well, it doesn't require you can make it, but without the hard drawing it, but it's just you'd always rather go for Raider's Knight into Brave Strix if you don't have it. And then I guess it's like you just have extra rank 4 materials that do nothing without this card in your extra deck, but this is cuttable for the second Arise Heart, and Goliath is also cuttable for the second Arise Heart. It's pretty much only in here for prosperity to protect your one Arise Heart if you should ever make it. So if you ever really need space for a second Arise Heart, I'd say probably either Goliath or Evil Swarm Nightmare are the cards to go, because you need Kali Yuga for the combo, and then Zeus is Zeus. You really need it in the mirror and in other scenarios going second. And then the last card is SP Little Knight, which really can grind some games out. I played a mirror last night that I lived for like 6 turns when I really shouldn't have. I bricked really bad, and this Little Knight just got me there and kept me in the game for a long time. I still lost, but just having it was, you know, really an asset. But that's the deck list, and right now I'm going to get into a combo to show you guys, so I'm going to hop on another simulator. Okay, so we are here in another simulator, and I'm finally going to explain what all the weird Raid Raptor cards do. So this is a 1-card pseudo FTK combo using only Kashtira Unicorn, but technically any way into a rank 7 can also achieve the same feat. You just don't necessarily always have as good of a follow-up as you do off of the 1 Unicorn. So we're going to special summon Unicorn and activate effect to search Kashtira Theosis. Theosis is going to target Unicorn and summon Kashtira Fenrir. We're going to activate Fenrir and grab a Unicorn for the following turn. And then we are going to use our 2 level 7 monsters to make Raid Raptor Arsenal Falcon. And Arsenal Falcon is going to summon Raid Raptor Tribute Lanius from the deck. Then Tribute Lanius is going to activate effect to send Raider's Wing to the graveyard. And then we are going to detach a material off of Arsenal Falcon to summon Raider's Wing from the graveyard. And now we have 2 level 4 darks on the field, and we are going to make Raider's Knight. Activate Raider's Knight effect, detaching specifically Tribute Lanius, because if Raider's Wing stays on Raider's Knight, it can't be targeted by cards such as Infinite Impermanence. And then we will summon Brave Strix and activate its effect, detaching Raider's Knight so as to keep the Raider's Wing underneath of the Brave Strix. And then we will add Phantom Knight's rank up magic. And then we can set it and pass over to our opponent. And then once it's our opponent's main phase and they play a card, you can chain rank up magic onto Arsenal Falcon because it has no material. And then we can rank up into Dawn King Kali Yuga, which is going to negate the entire field for the remainder of the turn. So every card your opponent plays, including ones that you may have chained to, are going to resolve negated. Every card they play after is going to be negated. And really the only thing they can do is either set a monster or try and set some back row. And typically they want to hold the monster in their hand in case they ever make it to a crackback. And if they don't read Kali Yuga and start to set spells and traps, in the end phase you can quick effect detach a material from Kali Yuga and blow up all the spells and traps on the field. So you're pretty much guaranteed to be going into a board of nothing on the follow-up. And you're going to draw your random card for turn. Brave Strix is going to die from Raider's Knight's effect. And now your Raider's Wing is going to be in the graveyard, and you'll typically have at least one material under Kali Yuga. So you can use Raider's Wing effect to detach off of Kali Yuga, bring back the Raider's Wing, and we are going to tribute summon our Kashtira Unicorn, activate its effect, and get Kashtira Birth. And then Birth is going to summon back Fenrir. And then Fenrir is going to activate effect and get Scareclaw Kashtira. And Scareclaw Kashtira is going to summon itself, banishing the unicorn so that you can get it back with Theosis if the game went to go on for another turn. But from here we're going to go straight to battle phase and do our attacks. And this is going to leave the opponent with exactly 500 life points. And then we will make Flare Metal. And the only cards in the game, to my knowledge, that are going to beat this are Nibiru, because this is your 5th summon for the turn. So previously you had 4 summons before you went into the battle phase, so the 7,500 damage is pretty much usually always going to go through. And now after you summon Flare Metal, the only cards that beat this are Nibiru, Infinite Impermanence, which they most likely would have used if they held it on their hand on the Kashtira cards, altering the play, Forbidden Chalice, and Forbidden Droplet. Those are the only cards I can think of that would beat this combo at this point, because if they activate any other card in the game and it resolves and Flare Metal still has its effect active, they're going to take 500 burn and lose the game. So that's how you can pseudo FTK your opponent in Master Duel with Raid Raptor Kashtira. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy the content, please leave me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.